Hey, 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 hey. What's up, y'all? This is your host, Beautiful Q, and I know it's been a minute. I know I told you guys that I would drop episodes every week, but if you know, your girl was in hermit mode, meaning I had to go within for a while. So this episode is all about, which is episode number 27. I wanted to come on here and just talk to y'all about toxic femininity versus sacred femininity because it seems that a lot of people get those mixed up. So, toxic femininity and sacred femininity, similar to their masculine counterpart, represent contrasting concepts related to traditional gender roles and behaviors, particularly within the context of femininity. These terms are subjective and may have different interpretations depending on cultural, societal, or individual perspectives. So, here's an overview of each concept. So, for today's episode, I'm going to go over toxic femininity, which refers to a set of cultural norms and behaviors associated with traditional femininity that can have negative and harmful consequences for women in society, which include behaviors of submissiveness, emotion suppression, self sacrifice, beauty ideals, and dependence on men. Okay. So, as far as the submissiveness, basically, it's expectations that women should be passive, submissive, and defer to wishes and demands of others. I mean, come on. I mean, if anybody know me, y'all know I'm all about empowerment. Even you're a man or woman, empower yourself. We are all responsible for our own lives. Nobody should have to do, say, or control your life because that person's life is probably going to the shits. So you telling me you're gonna be submissive to somebody like that and let them lead you to the shits? No, I'm sorry. I'll pass. Um, and then emotion suppression, which is the pressure of women to suppress their anger, assertiveness, or any emotions deemed unfeminine. I mean, listen. If anybody know me, I'm gonna listen. And like I said, I can only speak for myself in what I've seen. So me myself, I can get angry. I can be assertive, and some people think that it is very not feminine. They think it's more masculine. But it's like, let's be honest. You telling me if a woman can't express her emotions of anger and be a woman to want to do things on her own, that she's a man or she's not as feminine as any other women? There's a line, you know. We all are supposed to balance our feminine energy and our masculine energy. So I never understood that. So if you're a woman and you have, anger emotions that you want to, express it, but express it in an responsible way. I'm not saying go run over somebody with your car. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're angry, communicate that. Let that person know, like, I do not like that. I don't like what you just did. There's a way that you handle things. I'm not telling you to go beat nobody up because, listen, you beat them up, they gonna continue to talk. It's a free country. It's America. You can say what you want to say. I mean, to the people that's in America, it's a free country. Freedom of speech. Like, I've came across people that say what they want to say, and you beat them up, and they still say what they want to say. So it's like you wasting energy. So if you're gonna be angry and then you're gonna express that type of emotion, at least do it responsibly and communicate it. Assertiveness, man, listen. I don't know what man wants a woman that doesn't have any assertiveness. If you have to you have to tell a woman what to do. If you have to do everything for a woman, like, what are you doing with your life if you're navigating somebody else's life? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it because I know it's, yeah. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that. What I want to say. Beauty ideals. Unrealistic beauty standards that encourage women to focus on their appearance and conform to narrow beauty norms. Listen, I have no problem with the women that get the work done, and all that stuff. I have no problem. I don't care. But what society has done is they made women of natural bodies feel that they are from a different planet. I mean, let's be honest. I would love to be from a different planet, which I am because I'm out of this world. Duh. um, I love my body. I love it. If you follow me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, um, you will see my body. I'm always showing my body off. I'm always wearing a sports bra. I actually was at one point never wearing a sports bra because I was just so worried about what people would say or whatever because I knew I didn't look like the new societal norm. I'm not talking about the Aaliyah days, the TLC when they had the natural bodies, the Lil Kim before she got all the work. I'm not talking about that type of days. I'm talking about that's the type of person that I am. But I'm with the I want to bring natural bodies back. Like let's make natural bodies great again. Like I don't want a BBL. I don't want a big booty. Um all I gotta do is eat a bunch of rice and a bunch of cornbread to have a big booty. I don't want no fake booty. I want to be able to lay on my ass, like lay on my back, because I heard if you get a BBL, you can't even lay on your back. Like or your stomach or whatever. I don't know. I don't even do that much research to even know, but whatever. Um, I don't want to get my nose done. I love my nose. I don't want to get my stomach done. I love my mummy pouch. Some people call it a oatmeal pie. I love it. I don't care. That's who I am. If it wasn't meant for me to have it, it wouldn't be on my body, but it's there. So I'm gonna keep it there and I'm gonna love it. So let's bring natural bodies back. And for the people who got the work done, just love yourself, and take care of yourself because I do know of women, not personally, that have lost their lives trying to live up to the beauty standards that they have placed upon us. So just love yourself inside out. And I mean that inside out. And then they have self sacrifice. The idea that women should prioritize the needs and well beings of others above their own, often at their own expense. Blah. Never again. Never. Listen, that shit is dead. Do not self sacrifice yourself because when you self sacrifice yourself, then you have to rebuild. It's kind of like what I said in my one episode. Actually, I didn't say this in the episode. I said this on my status, Facebook. If y'all don't follow me on Facebook, Shanqua Shropshire. I'm always going live. I'm always dropping gems. I'm always dropping my statuses, making my funny reels, serious reels, dancing reels, all types of reels, cooking reels, um, self-sacrifice. You should never have to find yourself after a breakup due to somebody else's, you putting all your time in somebody else. Think about that. You know how many people have to rebuild themselves once they're done out of a relationship? All because they're self sacrifice. And I'm not saying that women is the only one that do it, men do it too. But let's not go with people for potential. Let's go with people for what they bring to the table because you are what you attract. And if you have to put yourself on the back burner just to bring someone up on a level that you are, you, my friend, are self sacrificing. So let's not self sacrifice anymore. Okay? And the dependence on men. Basically, encouraging women to seek financial and emotional security primarily through relationships with men. This one right here is one of my favorites, only because um, I tell women all the time, like, there's women in my family that will, my husband, just to say they got one for a label. But like I always say, if the movie don't match the script, I don't want to watch it. And if you, my husband, and you're getting treated like a dusty, then what you doing? Why are you dependent upon a man? Oh, because you need financial help. Oh, emotionally, you feel you need the fulfillment. Come on, man. I thought that we moved past that. I thought we were better than that. We've came too far. We have so many self-healing books, so many guides on how we can be there for ourselves. And we don't need to have to depend on a man. I'm not saying oh, I don't need a man. No, we need a man. And men need women. I mean, that's how we balance the masculine and femininity energy. We need each other. Like that's how it's supposed to be. But at the same time, if you're in a relationship due to for financial gain, then baby, you're dependent upon the man. If you're in a relationship because you don't want to be by yourself, then you're emotionally dependent upon the man. Like, that's not cool. You should be able to make your own money and you should be able to emotionally take care of yourself and maintain yourself. That's just what life should be. So we all need to, those are my traits of toxic femininity, which is what's going on in today's world. And like I said, I'm not here to judge. I just want to help everybody become the best versions of themselves because I feel like we all can be good people. We all are good people, but we all are just so conditioned to what we was raised around, what my mom did, what my aunt did, what the world, blah blah blah, what you see on TV, what you see on shows, and it's like I got to tell my kids when them people get off that camera, even online, how do you really don't know how they are in real life once they turn the camera on, you know? So that's basically what I wanted to say as far as like discussing those traits. And it's like toxic femininity can lead to issues, such as low self esteem, codependency, and limited opportunities for women to pursue their own goals and ambitions. Like it does limit and it actually hinders you if you are maneuvering in those energies. Now, I did want to just show you guys the difference, as far as sacred femininity. Sacred femininity basically it seeks to redefine what it means to be a woman. Acknowledging that femininity can encompass diverse expressions and that women can be strong, independent, and nurturing without compromising their identity. You know, so it's like here are my traits of sacred femininity, and these are what I'm working in. I'm every day working to incorporate it into my life. So, sacred femininity represents a more positive and empowering view of femininity that seeks to honor and celebrate the unique qualities and strengths of women without resorting to harmful behaviors. It often emphasizes empowerment, encouraging women to be self confident, assertive, and independent. Emotional expression, recognizing and embracing a wide range of emotions and encouraging healthy emotional communication. Self care and self love. Prioritizing self care and self love allow women to nurture their physical, emotional, and mental well being. Authenticity. Promoting a genuine and unapologetic expression of one's identity and interests. Supportive relationships. Advocating for healthy, mutually respectful, and equitable relationships with all genders. Now, I know I went over the a couple early, but empowerment, that's my favorite one as far as the sacred feminine energy. Because this podcast is called the Empowerment Experiment, you know, it is all about empowering others and not just women, everybody. I want to empower everybody. I went through a transition. I'm still transitioning, to better become the best version of myself, following my dreams, working on my receiving energy, my feminine energy, and balancing out my masculine energy. Just being the best version of myself, being self confident, being assertive. I'm already assertive and being independent while in relationship. You can be independent and in a relationship. Like, for example, can you imagine having your other half having to pump gas for you all the time when you have an arm, a card, and legs and eyes, and you're driving a car? Like, help that man out. Nobody want to have to drive your car to get gas. Like when you drive past a million gas stations, but you can stop to go shopping. Like, come on, man, help the person out. Like, be self sufficient. Like, but don't be too self-sufficient. Yeah, don't be too self-sufficient to where you don't need nobody. But then again, don't be codependent. Like, you have to balance it out. Life is all about a balancing act, and that's something that I'm learning. And I feel like I just want to distribute that information to the world. Emotional expression is basically what I was saying earlier. Expressing yourself in a healthy and emotional, like healthy and responsible way. We can do that as women. Like, we're very smart, very, 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 very well versed. So also with self care and self love. Oh, I'm learning this one. Prioritizing self care and self love. I'm learning that one and I'm implementing that one as we speak because um with the busy lives as a mom, especially if you're a single mom, you tend to forget self care and self love. You tend to show love to everybody else besides yourself, but always, always, always practice self care and self love. Like, me personally, I use my foot soap. I get in my sun and I read my book. That's self care. When I get a chance, I go to the nail salon, get my feet done. I don't like getting my nails done because I don't like what it does to my nails. Go get my feet done. Most of the time, I scrub my feet at home because it's just something about feeling accomplished and just loving on yourself and just taking care of yourself. But then again, some days you just want to relax and just let somebody else massage your feet and scrub it. So I like to do both. Um, getting my hair done. I like getting my hair done, but at the same time, I don't because I'm allergic to the hair weave. Like, but I did hear that they do have this natural hair weave that it is made out of natural items. So I may try that for braiding hair, but it's a lot of braiding hair that I can't use because I'm allergic to the chemicals. So it would be nice to actually get my hair braided without having to take it out within a week or two due to I'm getting bumps in my scalp. So I mean, but at the same time, I do self care um with my natural hair. Like, honestly, with just braiding it and doing my twist outs and stuff and two strand twists and conditioning and watering, moisturizing it, I feel the love within my hair, which goes to my heart. So once you're showing love to certain areas of your body, you tend to feel it within yourself. So that's another form of self care. So you don't have to go and sit in nobody's chair. You can take care of your own self as well. That's why it's called self love. So another thing too is, just being genuine and unapologetic, of who you are, just being authentic. That's another way of having sacral femininity. Like me personally, I'm I'm very versatile. I'm like a jack of all trades, Jane of all trades. I can do sports, I can go rock climbing, I can be a model, I can be whatever you want me to be, whatever I want to be, not what you want me to be. I could be whatever I want me to be. And anything anybody challenge me to do, I can do it. So that's just the part of me being my authentic self. That's just who I am. And I'm very unapologetic. I love to dance. I love music. I can rap. I can do a lot of stuff. Anything I can watch somebody do something, and guess what? I can do it too. Anything you can do, I can do it. Probably, I'm not gonna say better because you know some people like can, but I don't want to think I'm better than nobody. Yeah, I know how to be. Okay, and then also you want to be supportive, in relationships, just promoting healthy, respectful, and equitable relationships with everybody, not just women, not just men, everybody. Don't matter. Love everybody. Love heals. You just never know who may need your smile. Always smile. Just you just never know. Like, talk to people, love on people, even if you don't know them. Who cares what they may say to you? Who cares how they look at you? Who cares? Maybe that person is not used to feeling that love. Maybe that person is not don't want it. Okay, you can't force it, but who cares? You know, at least it's something that you did. Only thing you can do is be kind and show a kind gesture. But always do that. You just never know. You just never know. So just always be supportive in your relationships and always just be supportive in the world. So that's another thing as far as being a part of having that sacral feminine energy become alive. So again, as always, this one right here is not going to be that long, But I promise, guys, I'm gonna be dropping because I got a lot. I've been in hermit mode, and I've just been learning a lot by myself. Um, you know, just just getting to know myself, and I'm happy with myself. I'm amazed with myself. I'm very proud of myself. And your girl Beautiful Q is back. And I'm gonna be dropping them things on y'all. Like Snoop Dogg did. Drop it like it's hot. Make sure y'all visit my YouTube channel because I definitely drop some freestyles on there. I'm also on TikTok, EE Podcast, YouTube, EE Podcast, Facebook, Shankor Shropshire, SHROPSHIRE is my last name. First name SHANQUAIL, Shanquel for the Facebook. We also have Empowerment Experiment Podcast on Facebook as well. Also on Instagram, y'all can follow my personal page, beautiful underscore Q with two U's. Also, we have the Empowerment Experiment page on Instagram as well for y'all to check that out. Like I said, I'm going to be dropping these episodes. My podcast is actually connected to my YouTube, my TikTok, and I'm also pulling up a Patreon. Yes, so you guys can have more access to me. Don't forget to shop for them books on Amazon, y'all, because your girl is really doing good. I appreciate it. Also, y'all, make sure y'all follow my boy T Raw 239. He's on Instagram, T Raw underscore 239. Also follow my boy on YouTube. He's T Raw 239. Follow the boy on YouTube. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Same thing with my personal page, Empowerment Experiment, Podcast on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you already here on Spotify, subscribe to the podcast. If you on Apple Music, whatever platform you on, I appreciate y'all. Just make sure y'all subscribe to the podcast so that way I can go ahead and get my listeners up. So that way when I drop another episode, y'all will know your girl is back talking again. So again, and this is your host, Beautiful Q. And I am out, but not for long. Just know I'll be back with a whole new song. I just tried to rhyme, y'all. I told y'all I've been rapping, so I've been on a little rhyming thing. So let me stop rambling. Like I said, y'all check your girl out. Subscribe to the channel, T-Raw underscore 239. And then this your host, beautiful underscore Q with two U's. And I am